Hey guys, as many of you know, I'm launching a brand new streaming service called OAXIS Entertainment.
It seems that Butch Hartman is kind of a serial metadata abuser. He puts Fairly Odd Parents, Danny Phantom, Tough Puppy, and Nickelodeon into every one of his videos, regardless of their content.
I'm Butch Hartman. I've been in the entertainment industry for over 30 years.
So often he relies on, he always says it, I created your childhood, I created this show and that show.
Butch Hartman's method of operation is not a business method of operation. He operates more as a cult of personality.
Just believe me, guys. I have nothing to back it up. I have no words for you, but you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know, toss some money my way.
You've trusted me with your childhood, and I thank you for that. But trust me with your future. The Kickstarter is the main focus. So if you guys can see in your heart and just know that what we're doing is something super special, if you can just feel what I'm all about and know what I want to do, if you loved what I did at Nickelodeon, if you love the things I brought to you then, if you trusted me with your childhood, won't you trust me with your future?
That's what cults do. I'm sorry, he is running a cult of personality.
So I look at people that critique as weak.
A pledging of absolute, unwavering trust in a charismatic leader, a giving over of material or financial assets in order to aid in the construction or benefit of that cult or organization's interests, and also a large us versus them mentality.
Whenever you put yourself out there to do anything, there's always someone that's going to try and bring you down because they've never done anything on their own.
Weak rhymes with critique. So, if you're going to critique hey, this is never going to work or whatever, then I just say, you know what, let's see you try it.
The person that asked that question, whose name will not be mentioned, ever by my lips, that if you guys can't do it yourselves, you shouldn't criticize anybody else. You really shouldn't.
So go ahead and critique away, because all it does is make me stronger.
You're hiding behind a keyboard.
Yeah, you're a coward. Yeah, you're a coward. If you guys think you're going to knock me down or make me fail, do you know who you're dealing with? Do you really know? Do you have any idea who you're dealing with? What I've been up against already as a father and a husband and someone who's worked in Hollywood for 30 years. And you know what? Years ago, if Cartoon Network had come to me and said, hey, Butch, we want you to make Teen Titans into a cartoon, I would have said, cool, awesome. Then they would have said, we want you to make it a comedy. And I would have said, no.
Butch, that's the exact same thing that happened with Dynamite, except you did change it into a comedy. You both bent over to network demands, except your show didn't become a success. So this just comes off as bitter.
If you're an introvert, it's a very selfish thing to be, and here's why. Because it's all about you. You're self-centered. You don't want to get out of yourself and go like, well, maybe I could communicate with these people. Well, I'm just an introvert. I'm gonna sit over here and people have to figure out what I'm thinking. Because you're making everybody else uncomfortable when you're an introvert like that.
Butch Hartman did some sort of talk at some seminar a few months back in early 2018.
A family-friendly online media platform designed to shift the narrative in Hollywood. Somebody has to start somewhere. Somebody. We're going to be an oasis in the godforsaken television wasteland. We're going to be somewhere when you leave the house and you need to put your kids in front of something. You can put them in front of the OAXIS television channel. Big guys like Netflix have shown up, Hulu, Amazon. They've got some content, but most of it is designed to shock, not uplift. It's got to be hip, it's got to be cool, it's got to reach the secular people who we're trying to reach.
He intentionally hid this to get your money. That's what is going on, and he's continuing to intentionally hide this because he doesn't want people to know this, because he knows that if people know this, they're going to be incredibly hesitant about this streaming service.
Kids today, they have no purpose. There's depression, there's suicide. Constant exposure to corrupt social media and entertainment is a primary contributor to this crisis. When I grew up, kids had a hard time, they got through it. Suicide was never even thought about. Where's that coming from? Influence is the key word.
But Tara was not the original Timmy Turner. The original actress was Mary Kay Bergman, who sadly passed away. But she was
such a sweet, sweet lady.
Sweet lady. I think Tara actually had something to do with that, and so that was probably your fault.